Greetings to my fellow peace blunderers, and today we're continuing our series where I play ridiculous made-up openings based on countries' names. If you haven't seen the first one, check it out. It's going to be somewhere right there. We did Afghanistan last time. Today, though, we're doing Albania.
I'm Albanian.
According to our established rules, Albania has the letter A, then B, then another A, then another A amongst the letters that you can find on the chessboard. These letters will determine my first sequence of moves. I will have to make moves along the files these letters represent. So let me channel my inner Slav, which I am, and let's beat the hell out of our opponent with the Albanian opening. Let's go. Alright, we've got a 1336 from Russia. A Slav against the Slav. Let's play A4, Albania. So we're starting with A, and then they play E5, which is probably the best move. And now I can actually play like my knight because it's on the B file. I can move my pawn as well. B4 will be very suspicious. Let's move the B pawn. Let's move the B pawn. Let's actually, go with the bishop fianchetto, but not now. Not now, not now. We need to play a move again, and then it's going to be the last A move, which is the next one. I can play rook anywhere. I can play A6. A6 doesn't do much now, does it? Maybe A6 ain't too bad. Now that I've played B3, when takes with pawn, and pawn is the only way to take, I do give them the semi-open B file, but they're staring at this pawn that is all rightly protected. So let's play A6. Why not? I'm opening up my rook. If they take, they may not. They may play B6. I'm sort of 70-30 on them taking and playing B6. 70% for taking, 30%. Oh, neither. Okay. Oh, fine. My pawn can stay there. Sure, why not? Let's play knight C3. I want to play maybe D3, E4. We're now done with the Albanian opening, focused on developing the rook very quickly and efficiently. All right. Yeah, let's go with this plan. D3, E4, trying to build a center. Surprisingly, this game is sort of okay. Okay. It turned out to be relatively all right in the end. Okay, I need to be careful about playing E4 because of takes with pawn. This is now double attacked, so I don't want that. This bishop is something that we may want to ask questions about. Let's play bishop A3. Let's try and maybe force them to exchange bishops. Why not? Because this bishop staring at F7 is quite annoying, I'll be fair. To be totally honest, they may play... Okay, never mind. I thought they may play knight b4, which would be an interesting move to block my bishop. They may play queen e7, perhaps, developing a queen slightly and then attacking my rook at the same time, which I guess is a sensible move. To reply with this... I mean, I may even play something ridiculous like queen a1, maybe, to defend the rook, to bolster up the a file some more. Maybe, yeah. Queen e7, as I thought. How awful is that if I play queen there? I'm thinking of like knight b4 can be quite annoying because then c2 is hanging. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just play conservatively, play rook back to a1. So they want to attack my knight. Oh, that's not nice, is it? That's not nice. Now we can play queen d2. Unpinning, defending the knight. Why not? Why not? I'm expecting them to take at some point. I mean, that pawn is not free. I mean, it is free in a sense that there is no recapture that's going to follow. Oh mighty, they just blundered the knight. Look at that. The Albanian opening strikes. Yes, I'm Albanian. Yes. Yes, good. Yeah, they just blundered the knight. Maybe sometimes that happens when you pin something, because the knight was pinned here, and then something gets unpinned. Sometimes you just do a brain fart and still think that it's pinned. So, yeah. Yeah. Resigns. Oh, that's a bit too early. All right, let's play another one because that one is a bit too short, wasn't it? All right, let's try and find another one. All right, we've got an 828 from Russia again. Again, another pair of Slavs. Let's play, I don't know, should we play A3 just for the fun of it? Let's play A3 instead of A4. Okay, and now we can play maybe B4. Maybe B4, but does that make sense? Now let's play knight. Let's play knight C3. Let's move the knight from the B file. Okay, so defend the pawn again, which makes sense. Knight f6 is a decent move. And now we can play A4. I played A3, so we sort of save a tempo in a sense that our pawn doesn't go maybe too far. And honestly, I just want to make things a bit different this time around. And we have another move to play on the A file. I wanted to play rook A3, but they sort of rendered it impossible. Unless. Let's play it anyway. Sure. Let's play it anyway. Let's see if they take. They didn't take. Yeah, maybe they don't see it because, 800 may not see it right from the get-go, this move. Or maybe they saw it, they just decided to play this intermezzo move, which is also fine. I want to retreat knight to there. Since they allowed me not to double my pawns, I will recapture with a knight, sure. And now we're playing an exchange down in this Albanian opening line. It's fair enough. Develop our bishop, pin the knight. I would expect them to castle now. They did not, which is still fine. Let's develop our knight nicely to f3. And then now they should castle, I think. Don't castle. They want to get rid of my bishop one way or another. Which I will allow them to do. Let's take. And then reinforce the pawn with b3, like so. And then castles, I would imagine. No, it doesn't castle again. Interesting. Yeah, that is an interesting point whereby someone's calling me. Bloody hell. Sorry for that. Someone's calling me. That's an interesting point. I noticed that a lot of 800 players, players below 1,000 anyway, they sometimes just never castle or they delay castling for a very extended period of time up until a point where it's a bit too late. And this is something that I noticed when I taught some below 1,000 players. Not that I was a coach, I just helped them learn chess. And I noticed that it's move 20 and they never castle at all. They just don't. Which is totally weird because a lot of people tell their students, especially at beginner level, you play knight out, bishop out, castle. Simple as. But still, my opponent castled, which is good that they didn't fall into that category. Very happy for them. But a lot of low-rated players just seem to never castle sometimes, which is weird, isn't it? Maybe some of you can relate or could relate when you were at that level anyway. So we, being an exchange down, otherwise have an interesting, completely fine game, I would suppose. If they take, I can develop my bishop for free. That's fine. I will develop my knight instead. And if b5 ever happens, I think I can just take, and then my knight goes to either e5 or maybe d2. I haven't decided yet. D2 is probably less favorable because we will then block our bishop. Rook there. So far, 800 plays, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Definitely. Let's develop our queen maybe somewhere, but the queen doesn't have a buttload of squares. Good squares. I want to keep my pieces on the board since I'm an exchange down. Let's play h3. Let's play a waiting move. h3 doesn't do anything except for maybe providing king with luft during the endgame, but I'm sort of waiting for my opponent to do something. So now that they moved the rook there, the e5 square isn't available. Maybe that was their idea. In that case, that's, completely fine. I'm going to move my knight back to a3. If they play b4, that would be a very beginner move, actually, to play b4, I think. If they play b4, I will not be surprised. If they don't play b4, I will, give them a clap. a pat on the back, because b4 is a move that a lot of beginners would play in this situation simply because it advances the pawn forward, it attacks the knight, it looks nice. But in reality, I don't think this is a particularly good move because it concedes the c4 square for the knight, and c4 is an amazing square if I get to have it. So I'm thinking, you know, if they play b4, I'll be happy, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did play b4. They did not. That just provides me maybe with an opportunity. Well, not now. I don't think I should take with the queen now, should I? Because after takes, my queen will be attacked. I'm a bit down on time, and I'm worse because I'm an exchange down. But we're playing against an 800. You know, we should probably be fine. Maybe. But you know, they're playing very well right now, trying to prove the unsoundness of the Albanian opening. All right, so as promised, we get to develop our bishop there. Yeah, they play b4. I'm not a fan of b4, I'll be honest. I think that's just a bad move. Now, this knight is very hard to dislodge. Interesting, they are making use of the pin on the pawn. Very nice, very tactical. I love that. I love that, actually. I love that. On the other hand, I have this move that I found, and you know, if the knight ever moves now and it's under attack massively, then the queen will be hanging, and I don't see any good discoveries. This is a good way of doing this. And now, how do we capitalize on this knight sort of being pinned? It's not easy necessarily. Does this knight here work? I think it might. I think it might. Yes. Yeah. Maybe they didn't see that the queen was pinned. Taking with the knight is probably not the best move. Maybe they should take with the rook or do something else. Yeah, they hung their queen. They can take the rook with the knight, but then they will hang checkmate, so they will have lots of stuff to worry about. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We can now play the intermezzo queen takes with check, of course. I should have done it with the bishop, honestly. Okay. I don't know. I sort of brain farted a little bit. They resigned. Okay, another scalp. Another scalp for the Albanian opening. Yeah, I brain farted there a little bit. I should have taken just with the bishop, and then, you know, it's going to be checkmate very soon. But I took with the queen. Yeah, so a valuable lesson there just before I finish. You need to learn how to organically develop your pieces and get them closer to the battlefield, which I didn't do in this game. You know, instead of just giving checks with queens, you should just develop your bishop instead and have two pieces attacking the king. You see, two pieces as opposed to just one, as I did there. But yeah, that's another one for the Albanian. Good stuff. Yeah, as you can see, I redeemed myself a little bit after last time when we played the Afghani. The Afghani opening was strong, but we lost on time. We didn't lose on time, but the time was probably the main reason I started making bad moves that I lost. But this time we won 2 out of 2. The Albanian opening, Magnus Carlsen. You maybe want to have it in your book at some point. So yeah, if you just so happened to find this video useful, please like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. I stream Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, usually. Also, find me on chess.com, join our Discord, all that good stuff. Next up is Algeria. And I'm very looking forward to that one because it finally has the E letter, which means we'll be moving the E pawn. And I'm going to talk to you very soon, my favorite unintentional gambiteers. Love you all. See ya in the next one.